Air Force Falcons and the Wyoming Cowboys. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
I caught up with the Wyoming head coach before the game. One thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. And the Cowboys will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense onto the field for the first possession of the game. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
Nah, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. Now, a running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
Let's talk for a second about Air Force. The biggest problem for schools at this level is getting enough big bodies, particularly on the offensive line, and getting a three-star guy like this can really help them at this level, Jesse.
Yeah, and when you get guys like that on your offensive line, if you can get a couple dudes like that, all of a sudden now you can hang with bigger, better competition. Games are still won and lost in the trenches. I know this is just one piece, but getting this three-star offensive lineman who is very highly recruited, that was a massive win for this head coach.
Wants to throw one first. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
And I tell you what, defensively, you want to set the tone, and you gave up a few plays, but bowed your neck, got a big turnover. That's what you dream about. You dream about forcing a turnover, especially on the first possession. Offense, it's your turn.
Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Fires on the move. Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They were all over it.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw, it's Hughes. Out wide right, it's Holman. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down. The Cowboys will bring the punt team onto the field. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, pinning them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. The Falcons now set to take over on offense. He threw a pick on the initial drive, but they have it back, and we're still looking for our first points of the game. Offense in the sumo set with the big boys. The give. Runs through the tackle. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. Quarterback keep. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. from the gun, the ground game. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Positive plays, that's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Upstairs to make the catch. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Falcons go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Motion from the wideout. So the pop pass is busted up in the backfield for a loss.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time, down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop on the defensive side of the ball.
Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Right side, it's Palmer. He stopped short of the goal line, couldn't find his way in, and it'll bring up 4th and goal. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. On the ground. And he's in! Touchdown, Falcons!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. On the draw, it's Harris. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the offense trying to catch him off guard a little bit, running that draw play, but the defense wasn't fooled. Everybody stayed in their lane, and they're able to get the tackle for loss.
Drops back, it's Hughes. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And the Cowboys send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt. He gets a block. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Touchdown, Air Force. Stealing a score on special teams. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick, you can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even...
And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Scooped and scored. Touchdown, Falcons. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
That makes the score Air Force 21, Wyoming 0.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Final play of the quarter coming. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Well, guys, Air Force has the lead here, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Sells to run, looking to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Had to force that one.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive, but maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. He got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
Right at the line. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season, not even in the top 50. But you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Just ran him over. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody...
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys! A great catch and run for 6. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
And they do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. And the Air Force offense ready to take over. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Fresh set of downs going up top. Caught in the backfield. It's Palmer. Turning it on. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Clock ticks down, under 4 minutes to go in the half. They go to the counter. There's some room. He's past the marker. He's at the 30. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. The Falcons trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. Well, the head coach told us in pregame he liked the way his defensive speed matched up, and it's really hard to get the edge against these guys.
Everybody wants to run outside and get their fast guys in space, but you look at how fast these backers close and run to the football, it looks like you've got a little bit of space out wide, and then, boom, it's gone in a hurry.
No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Back to pass, it's Hughes. Quickly to the tight end. Got room at the 35. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Reels it in. He breaks a tackle. Bring him down.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain on the play. Give him 7 on that one, and now we've reached a 2-minute timeout. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. They'll try to get the first through the air. Out wide right, it's Richardson. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. The Cowboys will line it up on 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Look out! He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
Lets it fly. Dangerous throw on that one.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He'll pull it down. That slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be 4th down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. It is good. Now down 2 touchdowns, 24-10.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Sees an alley. There he goes. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
On the run, fires downfield. Right side, it's Palmer. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. And the Falcons come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Drops back on first down. Finds his back in the middle.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Before this third down play, they're going to take a moment to think it over and call a timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. Quick completion on the out route. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons! And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? On the ground, it's Harris. They make the stop, and he's got enough for the first down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. To the air, it's Hughes. He lets it fly. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors. The Falcons will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. The Cowboys come out to get this drive started. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Harris. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Just smothered on the play.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Looking to pass, it's Hughes. Couldn't set his feet.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And the Cowboys will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, pinning them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Ollie, what do you have?
Here on the Falcons sideline, players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other. Keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong with a big lead. They're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Back to you.
Ollie, thank you. On the run, it's Palmer. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Trying to establish the run. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
And that's a welcome sight. Like, this offense has really, really struggled. Bottom 50 in college football in first downs. So they'll take anything they can get. Nice 3rd down conversion. Let's get some positive plays. Keep it 3rd and short. Find a way to get this offense in an upward trajectory, because so far this season, they've really struggled.
Makes the grab on the left. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. And the Falcons are moving quickly down the field. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Sticks it in his belly. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
Fullbacks, a.k.a. blocking backs, a.k.a. don't touch the football very often and usually don't go far down the field. But a nice little chunk run here for the fullback. Give him the ball, reward the big fella.
Complete downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. The Falcons, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Quick step and go. Touchdown, Air Force. And they take it in for 6 more points. You know what? That's a bit of a trick play. Give it to the big guy. Let him tote that rock to the house.
It's a trick in college football now to even have a fullback in the game. Give it to the big fella. I tell you what, that's like tackling a tree stump. All legs, just big, stocky guy. Get in the end zone.
Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Scanning the field, it's Hughes. Back's got it on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine.
Makes the grab in their space. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. The Cowboys getting set on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Harris. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. And the Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Out wide right, it's Richardson. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Long way to go on second down. The fake wants to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't hang on, it's incomplete, and you can't worry about the footsteps when you're running those crossing routes. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Dropping back, it's Hughes. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The Cowboys decide to punt it away. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
As we check in with Holly.
Hey guys, here on the away team sideline, players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other, keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong with a big lead. They're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Guys?
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Fullback's got it. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Third and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Hit as he throws. Just gets rid of that one.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Not a lot of room to field this one. No room to bring it back. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Finds his tight end. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. With this game all but decided, let's take a minute here as we get later in the season to look at the Heisman Trophy race. So the final period starts with a second down play. RPO complete. Breaks a tackle and he's got room. He's running free down the middle. And he scores! Touchdown, Wyoming!
Nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense has struggled and you're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick.
And listen, it's getting late in the game. It's in the fourth quarter, and they got to make something happen when you're down by this much. But tell you what, this onside kick went like the defense and the offense has gone for this day. It's just underwhelming, not successful, just been a bad day.
The give to the fullback. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. keeps it himself. Across the 25. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Falcons. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw one first. Oh, pressure's coming. Gets rid of it.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
Neutral zone defense.
Defense had them backed up, and then they're in the neutral zone, and the offense will say thank you very much. Defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, it's Holman. Pulled to the ground.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
He'll set up to throw. Setting up the screen. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down.
And defensively, this is...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Man, I'm 4th and 2. I'm looking at my offensive line. I'm like, you got to give me just a little slither. Great job by the offensive line, blocking up just enough to get the first down, running physically downhill. That's all you want on those 4th and 2 situations.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. After their defense slammed the door shut, now the finishing touches can be put on this one. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Solid run on the last play, sets this offense up on first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Moves to his right. He'll try to do it himself. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Motion from the back. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. And the Falcons come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Drives inside. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Needs it here on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going. The Falcons trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Stopped right there.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Nothing like stomping the guy in the teeth when you got him down. They'll try to tack on 3 more. And they get the icing on the cake, and that might make for some long memories after this one.